Oh, say, listen, you've got to elevate the moment, and you've got to rise up and own your success, own your brilliance, own your power. Elevate the moment and celebrate the day. See, it's the little things that trip you up. I'm constantly on the watch for those little foxes that spoil the vine, that spoil the fruitfulness. And if you don't think they matter, you are in for a rude awakening. Because even when I'm a mess, I still put an S on my chest, Alicia Keys. Thank you so much. You got to learn how to come outside of your head. Because the longer you stay in your head, you're going to keep spinning around. Come outside of your head and execute the plan. Come outside of your head and live your life. Come outside of your head and hold yourself accountable. Come outside of your head and make the adjustment. Some of you just don't want it bad enough, because when you really want it, I'm telling you, you will flip your world upside down. I had to put around me my own wellness squad. And I've mentioned it before, but I'm here to let you know, if you are going to be great, you cannot do it alone. One is not enough. I'm an only child, and so my thought processes were deeply ingrained around getting it done solo style. But that is not sustainable. I had to learn to trust others. A chiropractor, a health coach, a mental health coach, a therapist, group fitness, compassion classes, you name it, I'm well insulated. Why? Because I am an atmosphere shifter. There is an exorbitant amount of information I'm responsible for delivering, and that information transforms minds, which transforms lives. Too much is given, much is required. So there is always a demand on my brilliance, which means I need to elevate every single day, pushing the envelope on what's inside of me, what's inside of you. So you got to learn how to pivot in your perspective. You got to learn how to pivot in your power stance. You got to learn how to pivot in the moment. Because if you don't pivot, you become paralyzed. If you don't pivot, you become paralyzed. So you got to practice peace and patience in the process, in the preparation. On the path of obscurity, you've got to learn how to practice being at peace and having patience in perplexity. Peace and patience in the pain. Peace and patience. Come on. And go out with joy. Get out of your head and execute the plan. Get out of your head and ask for what you want. Get out of your head and use your voice. Get out of your head and be the force you were created to be. Get out of your head today. Get out of your head. I remember my internship director, who gave me a review, and I'll never forget it because it changed my life, and that's why I love the power of words. But she told me the truth. She said, Christy lacks initiative. And I promise you, no one has ever said that to me again. I'm known for going for what I want. My daddy didn't finish high school. He dropped out in the 9th grade. My mother finished high school. I've come against all odds, building a vision from ground up. No excuses. Building it from ground up. Rising and falling, rising and falling, rising and falling, rising and falling. So if you hear passion, if you hear conviction, it's because Christy has been there for Christy. God is my rear guard. He got my back. So on today, cut the mustard, cut the excuses, cut the fat, and get on the attack.